Okay guys, we got a 2020 ACURA MDX. We're gonna replace these rear brake pads right over here. So it's electrical caliper. I want to show you first the tools. We're gonna need well, we got brake pads over here. I'm using Evolutions, part number, okay, 171698. We got a 13 millimeter gear wrench. We got a pick. We got a flathead screwdriver. We got a vice grip. We got a compressed tool. We got a 13 millimeter hit. This is gonna be the same for that, but I want to make things fast with my power tool. And we got a what is this? We got a torque set over here. I don't even have a number on this. T30. That's what it says on the T30. So what we're gonna do is, to start with, let's pick up this pick. Okay, we're gonna be removing this 13 millimeter and this 13 millimeter. Right now the brakes are off, the electric power brakes. So your wheel should be able to spin. If it's on, just turn it off. You have to park the car and turn it off manually. So we're gonna kind of I'm gonna go through the back here. I'm gonna lift the tab up and this connector should come out just like that. Very important you put this back together before you start the car, or you're gonna have all kinds of light. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this and this. We'll have the caliper out. Then we'll remove the Allen here. There's another Allen on the other side, which is this right here, and we'll take that off. We'll turn the caliper and compress it and put new brake pads on. To start off, I want to loosen this little guy right here. Okay, notice this is gonna spin, but my tool is not gonna go over here. It's just gonna be the tighter spot. On the opposite side, your bolt will be turning the other way. You don't want to go around and hit this right here. You will damage that little guy. So we're gonna use our vice grip power tool to remove both of these. Okay, so we have to hold this over here because it spins with it, and we're gonna turn this. All the way. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here. I am gonna hold this with the vice grip. Oh, the vice grip came loose. And there you have it. 1, 2. So we're pretty much like almost halfway. And if you don't have your rotor, like I was saying, parking brake off, it's gonna be gripping that caliper. I'm sorry, the caliper is gonna be gripping on the brakes and rotors, and it's never gonna come out. So you're gonna have just enough clearance so you can do this to it. The caliper doesn't have too much space to move around. So this is where things are gonna be a little bit tough. So what we're gonna do next is we are gonna take off the 2 Allens of this little guy. That's one. Can't even see the other side. And that's 2. Okay, 1 and 2. I got them both off. I just want to lift this up, remove this, and now I'm going to compress that piston. Well, what I'm going to do here is, this is a perfect space for me right now. Okay, the lighting is kind of terrible, but I'm gonna get this in there. So what you need to do now is you need to turn. If you turn one way, it's gonna try to kind of tighten over here. So we're gonna turn and squeeze at the same time. That's all I'm doing over here, turn and squeeze. A lot of people say you could turn just the piston. You can. I don't know, I've done it on 1 or 2 cars. It didn't work out for me. So I came back to do it this way. I'm gonna give a few more turns. And I'm gonna try to squeeze a little bit more. There you go, it's gonna need to go more in. Sorry about the lighting because that's the only place. Everything else is plastic on this car. Like I can't even mount the light anywhere. It's got to be metal. And our caliper has compressed all the way. It's beautiful. I'm gonna let it sit here for a moment. I am gonna go get the actuator. Okay, this is the actuator. It's gotta go back on the same way. Sometimes it won't go on. You could turn it, tap on it, line the holes. Okay, it's flush. Time for me to get the 2 Allen bolts. Whoop, we don't want that. What can we do when they give you no space? The line should have been a little longer. So I'm gonna go get the tool off my impact there. So the same Allen. Sometimes the bolt won't line. So move around and that's one. I'm gonna get up and get the other one, which is over here. Okay, that's that. Next, I'm gonna lock this up. And then I'm gonna lock up this side. Okay. So our caliper is ready, okay? So we still got a few things to do before this. We need to check a few things. Okay. Next step, we're gonna take out the brake pads. I do not want to use damage. I want to use the original hardware because the aftermarket stuff is kind of crappy, but I do want to clean it. So if your original hardware looks good, just clean it and that should be it. So the next step, I just want to clean this hardware. It looks pretty clean, but I just want to brush it down a little bit. You don't have to be crazy with it. Okay, and some part cleaner will help you out there. All 4 spots. Okay, that should be it. Next, we're gonna get our brake pads, and there they go on the floor. Okay, I want to put a little bit of greasing on these tips. Try on your brake pad in there, because I know I buy these. I never had an issue. Maybe 1 in a million, 1 in 1,000. So this inner brake pad has this brake wear indicator, and the way these goes on is you're gonna have to kind of angle them like that, and they should just slip right in. The other side slipped right in for me, so it is a little tricky, but it will go right in. Okay, so pretty much you're gonna get the ears in first on both of these pads, and then it should slip right in, and they should be free like that. Okay, you should not, your brake pad should not be nice and tight. That's gonna cause uneven brake pad wear. So we're almost done. Okay, just want to let you guys know, once you're done, you need to put everything back together, like the wheels, lug nuts, tighten everything up, double check your work. You have to pump the brake pedal several times. You also want to check your slider, because these are pretty smooth. I don't even like take them out. The truck is kind of like brand new. So let's push that in. This goes in, and this baby goes in. So you need to put the, it's called calibration. You need to pump the brake pedal a few times, and then you need to put the parking brake on and off a few times, and that should take care of that. Okay, and that will be nice and tight. I'm gonna do the same thing on the top here. I'm gonna hold this with the grip, and I am gonna lock up the bolt. Nice and firm. Bada bing, bada boom. double check manually. Perfect and perfect. Like I said, after you're done, pump the brake pedal after everything is done, and pump the brake pedal and put the parking brake on and off a few times. The electrical parking, you will hear so this connector's got to go in, should click, and it should not come out. If this does not click then and you start the car, you're gonna have a lot of lights on the dash. So bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for watching my video. My battery was weak, so make sure you put a jump box on. So before you start the car, I already did the procedure. What I want you to do, press the pedal 4 or 5 times. It should be soft, then it should get hard. Then start up your engine, and then I want you to put the brake. Well, I turned it off. Put the brake on. It's gonna go normal. The winding is gonna be more longer. Once you do that, you turn it off, and the winding should be normal. All you're gonna do is put this on 2 to 3 times. Your light should come there for parking and go off for parking, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for watching my video.